Hello everyone, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition. Last time we did some impish scouting of the goblin camp from the north, and then, satisfied with what was going on,
Sharp as ever.
Took a precautionary long rest to make sure we were as fit as we could be before coming here, and with Wyll disguised as a drow, we were allowed in through the front gates, came up to this mountain pass, and Shadowheart kind of caught up with us in an instant for a cutscene and explained that she had an artifact that would keep us safe, but unfortunately she is not a warlock, and so she is not allowed on this adventure with us. So we now have to worry about a couple of things. Number one is getting inside and dealing with whatever plot we want to deal with inside. But then also, after that, we can either go down into the Underdark, or we have to retreat through this direction to get back to safety. But to do that will mean fighting every goblin that hasn't been killed on our way back through. So, do we slowly try and start killing off as many goblins as we can,
Swift as my feet can carry me,
in small encounters one at a time? This is the question. Like these three. We could probably take these three out right now. Especially between the fire wine barrels and their close proximity to one another. However, every spell slot and resource we use here is something that we cannot use later. So it's a bit of winning and a bit of losing depending on how well that encounter would go. So let's press on. We'll go just straight towards the indoors and hope that on our way back out, perhaps we can disguise self and get out. Perhaps we can use invisibility if we need to. If we check our supplies, we have 1 potion of invisibility. So even if maybe Wyll disguises himself and Grace turns herself invisible. No, we both have potions of invisibility, in fact. So we may be able to get through if we need to. So with that in mind, we'll just press forward.
Sounds like they've captured themselves a bard.
Away from the merchandise.
What bird? My companion here. Can't see anything that we really need here. Just daggers and gloves and the like. Oh, what has happened? Alright, let me quick save and reload here. Right, a quick save and a load. We have access back to our UI. So, we've got some novices, loads of goblins, big fights going on. Volo, prisoner of the folks here. But we are just gonna march straight in the front door, I think.
bloody racket.
Oh, come on now. They're just having a bit of fun.
Oi! Ain't no party in here. We're doing the Absolute's work. State your business. Now.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Right, we can use our illithid powers. We can intimidate for a +5. We can use the drow racial option because we disguised ourselves. Let's go with drow here, and we'll use illithid powers in an emergency.
You one of those moonrise types then? Your kind usually don't deal with Boss Ragslin and Priestess Gut. Guessing you're after Minfara. Could be her blood by the looks of you.
I've got an audience.
Audience is right. She's an uppity one and no mistake. but she knows her business. She's in telling the war chiefs what's what. Next raid's gonna be a big un, I hear.
Right, with that, we've bought ourselves safe passage inside.
Come on now. They're just having
Oh, look. Our...
So much fun that those thieves almost got past.
Sorry, our map says Spike, which is the guy who apparently has Will's eye. But also Karga and the Idol of Sylvanus is here in front of us somewhere, which seems peculiar. Oh, that'll be the other door above us, where you can come in through the broken stones if you wish to. So let's see. There's Torturous Spike. There's some other random. Do we think we could start a fight here without getting ourselves into too much trouble? Let's take our imp here. And what we want to do as much as possible is destroy these war drums, because we don't want them calling support. So we'll leave the rest of the party there for a minute whilst our invisible friends come round, take out as many war drums as we can find in close proximity to our current location, because there's sure to be more of them. Let's come take out this one. This person's having a bad time. I don't know that we'd be able to get around here to save them. Right, are there any up high? I can't zoom out that far to find out. There's one here. Let's get rid of that. We don't want them calling back up for themselves in any situation if possible. If this does have to turn into a series of fights, I'd rather them be individual discrete fights rather than one big mess. Basically, that's what we're going for.
How do we get closer to her?
Get closer to who?
Us true souls command. Spill the blood of non-believers.
Also, up in the rafters here, there are some braziers. Ooh. These statues are apparently unstable.
Your flesh
I've never noticed that, and I don't know if they could be destroyed to crush our enemies. But I will definitely keep that in mind for later. Right. I think that's all of the nearby war drums done. This guy self-flagellating. He is. Seems like an uncomfortable time. Right, let's see what Wyll has to say to Torturous Spike.
Poor lads. I'm only gonna make it hurt more. Where do they flee to, you stubborn rats?
Please, stop! Spike, enough!
Look what the Absolute dragged in. It's my pussycat, the Blade of Frontiers. You come for a rematch? Can't wait to add the remaining eye to my collection.
I'm not here for you. I'm here for the woman. I know you took her. Where is she? Where is Mizora?
I have no idea who Mizora is. Let's peep his mind.
A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated. Your mind is one with Will's. A blood-red creature consumes your vision. A cambion, you are sure of it. Wings spread wide, long tail curled behind. Wyll flushes with emotion. Desire, grief, guilt, and desperation.
Draw on the power within to enforce your will. I don't have any will to enforce right now. So let's wait for Spike's answer.
That Missouri lass, a friend of yours, Blade? Smells funny when you burn her. Screams real good, too. Tell you what, pussycat. Make this rat squeal, and I'll take you right to her.
You want me to torture him? Forget it.
Then forget your precious lady, mate, and slink out of here!
Interesting that Wyll isn't unwelcome here, as it were. This is your call, do what you have to do. Go on, Wyll, torture the fellow. What woman are you talking about? You got a choice, Goblin. Cooperate with Wyll, or I torture you instead. Move, I'll handle this myself. Come on, we're leaving. Let's try and intimidate here. Very nice. I probably should have used friends if we have that cantrip. I can't remember. I was stuck on guidance, which wouldn't fly here.
You're one of that bad, eh? Well, you better get sniffing, pussycat. 'Cause she's long gone. But I'll tell you who took her. Ain't like you'll catch her. Gone with the drow. They got big plans for her.
The gods be damned. I will rip you to shreds.
And I think we're going to kill him now. Okay. So we have a small fight here. We currently have Wyll, Grace, Torturous Spike, and Lookout Grush in the mix. We'll definitely get our invisible fellows in on the fight. They will have advantage on these attacks because they are unseen attackers. And we'll get our Quasit in as well. And that's just going to be a standard claw action. Cool. Right, back to the top with Wyll. I think we can pretty safely just Eldritch Blast this guy. Very good, one down. Torture is up next.
So you what, pussycat? Your ladies with the drow now.
Okay, we've pulled some trash into the fight, unfortunately. And I think we should probably deal with this before we go back in further, because if this fight gets loud, we could pull more trash into this fight. So let's go for a Hex. Hex on Strength. And right now, I'm actually going to turn off Repelling Blast, because if I do hit them with Eldritch Blast... Oh no, I'm not even going to... I'm going to attack them with a dagger. That's what I'm going to do. Right, that's that problem dealt with. Let's get further inside.
One day, I'll catch a break.
Less likely to pull trash into the fight. Imps up. Big whiff. Quasit. Chance to do the same. Yep. Then Wyll is up. $11 is very good damage. And now we can reassign our Hex. And let's just go for the Dagger Strike. Ah, damn. Well, between the other three of us... Yeah, I figured we'd get that far. Oh, we got another trash in the fight. Alright. Stay where we are. Let them come to us. Man, this acid sucks. Right, so Wyll is just taking the brunt of all of these acid attacks. Let's get him out of that pool of acid. Ten damage is good. Grace. Reapply Hex. And from here, Eldritch Blast will be just fine. They're not down, but they did fly across the room a little. Then Parafamiliars are up. Hopefully we can do 4 damage between the two of them. Okay. Initiative has stopped.
At least things have stayed interesting.
This acid should disappear in a minute, but let's split these two.
Where am I needed?
And yes, I understand acid is lowering our armor class. Here we can get back the Blade of the Frontier's eye. So we'll take the gold, we'll take the key, we'll take the Alchemist's Fire.
An eyeball. My eyeball. I don't know what's worse. That spike kept it, or that I recognized it.
We can drop it, we can throw it.
Where am I needed?
We cannot investigate it. So it doesn't look like there's any more plot associated with that for now. Let's free this fellow.
Thank you. I better go before they catch us. I should be able to make it to the Grove on my own. They need to know they're in danger.
Go. Have you seen Halsin?
Halsin? I don't know. He changed into a bear, but I lost sight of him. I don't know if he's still alive.
Alright, get out of here. Wyll gets inspiration for being a hero. That's nice. Look out, you got any extra stuff on you? Nice little bit of gold. Now Wyll has something he wants to say. Jagged Spear. 1d8 piercing. I don't know why it's highlighted in green like it's a rare weapon. Oh, Torturer's Edges. Tortured creatures may receive disadvantage on Constitution saving throws. What defines a tortured creature? That sounds horrible.
I've got a long road ahead.
Let's go have a word with Wyll.
I found Spike. And for nothing. Mizora, where are you? Answer me, damn it!
Your minds connect, and you see the same devilish face you'd seen when you first met Wyll.
Look, you want answers, but it's not the time or the place.
We'll talk in camp when I'm ready. And I'll tell you what you want to know.
Alright. Some interesting conversations to be had ahead. So, now our goal is going to be go and find the Druid Halsin. As we are right here, we've managed to escape any further fight. Couple of corpses to pick over here. And we haven't pulled everyone else into combat. So join me next time. We'll see if we can go find the Druid Halsin, and we'll see what he wants to do about this situation, because last time we played things one way, and I think it would be interesting to try playing things in another way. So join me tomorrow and we'll find out. Otherwise, thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.